Hi everyone, my name is Victoria and I'm with APeX Water Research Institute, and I wanted to do a short video today to answer some of the questions that I get speaking with folks every day on the phone about APeX, as well as provide a short introduction to APeX Water for those of you who may be new to APeX. APeX is an oxygen delivery system that delivers oxygen at the cellular level to pathogenic cells, reversing a condition called hypoxemia, which is low oxygen in the blood, that can cause a condition called hypoxia, which is low oxygen in the tissues. So a pathogenic cell can be a parasite, a bad bacteria, a virus, or a fungus, and those cells have two things in common that we talk about. Number one, that cell thrives in a low oxygen environment. It is hypoxic by definition. And number two, it carries a positive electrical charge. APeX is simply a negatively charged cluster of oxygen molecules. So you have your positively charged pathogenic cell and your negatively charged cluster of oxygen molecules in APeX. They're pulled together like north and south poles of a magnet, and when that oxygen cluster passes through that pathogenic cell membrane, that pathogenic cell just pops open and that debris excretes naturally from the system, and the oxygen cluster then continues on to the next pathogen. And that lasts about 24 hours in your system, which is why we use the water every day. So in addition to drinking APeX, if we can get the water to make direct contact with the affected area, we do that as well. So for example, we can nebulize it into the lungs for asthma or other respiratory issues. We can nebulize it through the nose to the brain for neurological issues. We can use it as an enema or a douche. We can put it in the eyes, nose, ears, use it on the skin for different skin conditions. So there are many, many different ways to use APeX water. And I did want to note that APeX does not disturb the healthy cells or the healthy mouth and gut bacteria and flora, because those cells and that bacteria, those are negatively charged. So negative repels negative and positive pulls in negative. So I want to just be really clear that APeX does not disturb the healthy mouth and gut bacteria. The way APeX does that is through a negatively charged nanoparticle of silver bonded, completely encased in oxygen molecules. So when we talk about silver in a solution, oftentimes people automatically think that APeX is a colloidal silver. Nothing could be further from the truth. Colloidal silvers have zero oxygen value, number one. Number two, colloidals are anywhere from 10 to 500 parts per million. The silver in APeX is a mere 950 parts per billion. So it is nanotechnology. It's a nanoparticle of silver with a negative charge bonded to oxygen molecules. So the silver in APeX does not come in any contact with its exterior environment, i.e. the bloodstream or the tissues, unlike a colloidal silver that can attach to the tissues and cause a bluing of the skin called argyria. So the only purpose of the silver in APeX is as the dolly or the carrier of the oxygen molecules. So I just want to stress again that the silver in APeX does not come in any contact with the bloodstream or the tissues. So the way we can use APeX, say in a maintenance protocol to boost the immune system, we're going to use 1 ounce of the water per day. So we deliver it in this liter bottle. We deliver a little more than a liter. We deliver a full 34 ounces, and this is as concentrated as it gets. This is in a concentrated form. So for a maintenance protocol, we're going to use 2 tablespoons a day, which is 1 ounce, and we're going to take a tablespoon in the morning right from the bottle, the concentrate, put it in our mouth, and swish it around as long as you can, up to 30 minutes. And that's going to help sublingually get it into the bloodstream. And then we're going to swallow it. So it's not like an oil pulling where you're pulling the bacteria and spitting out. the bacteria cannot exist in APeX, so you're going to swallow it because there's plenty of those oxygen clusters left to continue working in the bloodstream. So you do that in the morning. You do the tablespoon of the APeX, swish it around, 30 minutes, swallow, and then you put a tablespoon in a bottle of water to dilute it, and you drink that through the day over a 6, 8, or 10 hour period, because we want to continuously get it into the system, and that helps facilitate entry into the organs. So that's the maintenance protocol: 1 ounce, 2 tablespoons. If you have a chronic health challenge, we recommend 2 tablespoons a day. 2 ounces a day, and that is 4 tablespoons. So you do your tablespoon in the morning, swish it around, swallow. You do that again at night. Tablespoon of concentrate, put it in your mouth, swish it around, swallow, and then during the day, the 2 tablespoons in your water, and drink that throughout the day. That is the protocol for a chronic health challenge. Sometimes we will recommend bumping that up to a 1/3 ounce, but generally we back it back down to 2, because we don't believe that you really need more than the 2 ounces, even in a chronic health challenge situation. One of the questions that's been coming up a lot lately is, what do you do if you have an acute onset of a bad cold or a flu or another virus? So in that scenario, we really have to step it up. So for example, I got the flu on January 1st this year, and that first day I was putting APeX in my water, but I couldn't keep anything down. And while my fever broke pretty quickly within probably 10 or 12 hours, I couldn't keep the APeX down because I was in the water, so I decided to just drink it, the concentrate, really just from the bottle. I had it sitting next to the bed. So for the next 3 days, I drank right from the bottle, and I drank an entire liter in those 3 days. And after that 3rd day, I was just fine. So that's how we can use the water when we have an acute onset of a bad cold, flu, or other virus. So you got to really step it up and intake a lot more of the water, but it is going to do its job in the system. So some of the other things that we can do with the water, as I mentioned nebulizing before, this is the little nebulizer that we recommend and that I carry, and it's a handheld device, runs on 2 AAA batteries, and it delivers a really fine mist of the APeX concentrate. So it converts the APeX concentrate into a vapor. So we can take that right into the mouth, into the lungs, and you can hold it for a second and breathe it out, or we can take it through the nose to get it to the brain. This little device also comes with a mask. I don't really use the mask because it's so convenient just to breathe it right out of that little chimney there, but it does come with a mask, so you can put the mask on, breathe it through the mask. But it's really good for lung issues or neurological issues, because it gets it right into that area. Additionally, if you have, say, an eye infection, you can take an eye wash cup, put APeX in it, and then just hold it back on the eye for 30 minutes. That is the kind of the sweet spot on the time, is we want to make that contact for 30 minutes. So you can use an eye wash cup. These are, and if you can't find one, I've got some here that I can get to you. And then we also recommend using one of these little nasal sprayers, and we also have these if you can't find them. And it just sends a really fine mist, and you can put it right into the sinus area for sinus infection, colds, or whatever if you're stopped up, and it really clears you out very quickly. I also carry a 4-ounce bottle in my purse, and we do carry these, they're available now for you guys if you want to get them from us. But I use this, I carry it in my purse, and I'll spray the grocery cart or the gas pump, or even my hands in between washing, to kill any virus or bacteria that may be lingering on a hard surface. So it's really convenient, fits in your purse. So personally, I carry the nebulizer, the spray bottle, and the nasal bottle in my purse all the time. It's just really convenient. So those are some of the other ways that you can use APeX water. So if anyone has any questions, please know that my phone door is open all the time. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. My phone number is 303-246-5616. Again, my name is Victoria, and I'm with APeX Water Research Institute, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. To your health. Thanks.